So this reading is going to be for the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and anyone who's got Cancer affecting them in their world. This reading is going to be for you. We're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to say welcome to all the new people joining in, and I want to say thank you to all my subscribers. And if you are new, go ahead and press that subscribe button down below and get notified by hitting that little bell. Also, if you like it, hit that thumbs up button for me, and if you think somebody might get something out of the video, go ahead and share it out to them. Alright, the cards have been shuffled. Let's begin. We've got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil, the Star, the World, the Death card, Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups. Also, we have the Ten of Swords along with the Five of Cups underneath the deck. Alright, so we've got a lot of tens I'm seeing. The only one that's missing is the Ten of Wands. So you're definitely with the World showing up as well. Coming to the end of a cycle, something that's definitely going to be closing out for you with all of these indicators. I feel like you're stepping into a new cycle where you're going to be revealing this transformation that you've been undergoing in this past cycle that's now closing out. We see the World here, and this represents stepping into a new chapter, a brand new cycle. It's an upgraded feeling. You're happy to shed old skin and reveal your transformation that's been going on here with the Death card, I feel. And you feel a sense of renewal. We do have the Knight of Cups here. This could represent your energy coming in just fresh, and you might be totally renewed and wanting to share a newfound sense of peace and love with yourself that you've discovered through this transformation. We do have the Page of Cups here also. So I feel like there's been a lot of self-reflection going on. You may have needed to get to a point where you forgive yourself and accept that apology. And I think that that's what's being offered. That was where you got to through this transformation in the past cycle. We do have the Star energy, which is a card of healing, a very spiritual card. Also can be a wish being granted. So make a wish, but be careful what you wish for. But we see this in a problematic area. So there could be an aspect of your healing that you still haven't quite felt that you achieved in some way. It could be a sense of balance still needs to be recognized or mastered here. I think with your emotions, perhaps you maybe aren't 100% master of your emotions yet, but you've made some definite strides here, to say the least. I feel like your whole vision of your future, your ideal, whatever picture that is, has been changing, or you haven't been so tightly grasping to this notion of the ideal, and if anything falls short of it, then you are a failure, or you haven't achieved a level of status or something, and you're letting go of this need to either the ideal or nothing. It's like you've let go of this all or nothing energy, I feel like, which has freed you up, because it was kind of being a source of weakness. It's not bad to have a vision of what your perfect situation looks like, but I think that it's also important to have it look like something that you can achieve, something that you can actually attain, because once you get close to it, it's just going to change anyway. It's always going to look like it's going to want to be improved the closer you get to it. So you're starting to understand that you need to have realistic goals or achievement probabilities if you're going to actually be able to sustain forward momentum towards them, if that makes sense. Instead of having some far out of reach ideal that you're always going to fall short of, and it's just going to inhibit your progress, I feel like. You're coming to grips with whatever this pain is that you've been experiencing, and this has been part of your transformation, I feel like, with this Ten of Swords. You are able to stand squarely in the pain and kind of integrate it, recognize it, instead of rejecting it and stuffing it down. You are, because of through this transformation, you are getting to a place where you understand that the pain is part of you, and you can channel that pain once you recognize it, give it the attention it needs. It doesn't become such a debilitating factor. It can be transmuted and channeled into something of power for you. You can make it work for you as fuel to kind of propel you forward, I feel like. There is a challenge that has to do with something about your family, something about maybe your home, property. This could be changing as a result of your transformation. You could be pursuing goals that might take your time from your family more than ever, or more than what it has been here in this past cycle. And that could be a challenge for you, although you want to go for your dreams as well, and you understand that it's part of your destiny and it's going to be all right in the long run. It just could be, a source of struggle trying to make that transition or get used to the time adjustment here with your family, perhaps. But it's for the best, and it's for ultimately the benefit. And you know this in general, but it could be messing with your emotional stability a little bit. Because we have this Devil up here, and this is in a strong position representing you. So I feel like in this position, it's not a bad thing with this Devil. I feel like it's you finally deciding or discovering what it is that is your passion and going for it 100% full force, full focus. And this could have to do with music. I feel like with the Devil, when it's in a more positive position, it talks about something creative, and a lot of the times this could be with music, but it could be with any artistic endeavor. But I feel like you're totally gonna immerse yourself in doing the thing that brings your heart the most joy. It's kind of like you're finally settling into and accepting whatever your soul's calling is, and just immersing yourself into it, which could be taken away from time from your family. And this is all part of the transformation and this new cycle that you are entering. We do have this Page of Pentacles in the reverse position, so there could have been this idea, this potential opportunity or potential financial opportunity, perhaps, that never really saw the light of day. It never came to fruition for you, and it's been something that you just have given up on. And it could be that maybe you tried it and it just never really materialized, and you have learned to let that go and not let that take up all of your time and energy by dwelling on it. You realize in this new cycle that okay, that wasn't supposed to happen, and you have other ideas. You make room for other ideas rather than putting your energy into what didn't work, which is a healthy thing moving forward. I do see this Five of Cups here, so you want to be careful. Like I said, you might not be 100% emotional master, although you have made leaps and bounds for sure. But there could be a situation in the future that's going to serve as maybe to test you, or if you look at it that way and you're prepared for it, then that's how you would want to handle it with this Five of Cups. It could be that something sets you back. Maybe you get in a situation that you can't quite figure out, or you wish that you hadn't let go of certain things because you're thinking that if you just had this or that, then you would know what to do. But that's just fear talking. I feel like this is all part of your new way of thinking, but it will be tested always, and that will be coming up for you. So just know when it does happen, when you come to a problem that doesn't seem like you can figure out how to solve right away, be patient, breathe into it, and realize that you do have resources, even though the ones that are apparent aren't available for you. It's going to be time to think outside the box and look around 360. Don't hone in and get stuck in this negative loop. And that's the main message here, because there is a solution always, and you need to broaden your perspective or broaden your field of range of possibilities to find the solution, because I see there is a bridge over the troubled waters. It's just a little further than you are looking, it seems like. So just remember that when it happens and when it comes up, that's what that is, and you can bring awareness to it, I feel. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify the reading for you, Cancer. What does Cancer need to know moving forward? What messages do we have? Ooh, something dropped. What messages do we have for Cancer moving forward? All right, I want to go ahead and clarify the world. Okay, so we've got the Six of Cups clarifying the world. So I feel like this is a very sweet and sentimental transition. You aren't forgetting like how you got where you're at. You've got good, positive thoughts and memories moving forward, and it doesn't feel like a loss moving into this new cycle. It feels like you're coming back to yourself like you were when you were a child. Just, very curious and open-minded, I feel like. And it's a lot of good coming in with this new cycle. I feel this wanted to jump out. It is the Nine of Wands, clarifying the Knight of Cups. So I feel like there is this energy of perseverance, like you are ready for whatever, comes your way. Because it's not an easy thing to make this transformation and move into a brand new, upgraded version of yourself. It just isn't going to be like smooth sailing, but you've got the resilience. I feel like you've got the experience, and you've learned a lot, and you've gained a lot of wisdom through this last cycle, because it could have been tumultuous. It could have offered you a lot of karmic lessons, and you've got your battle wounds, let's say. And you carry those through with you. You carry all the lessons that you've learned with you. You leave what doesn't serve you behind and what you no longer need. But you are ready for whatever comes your way, and you've got the resilience to withstand and overcome whatever happens next, because I feel like this last cycle was, definitely a battle after battle for you. Let's go ahead and clarify the Page of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Seven of Swords, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. So I feel like you may be coming into you may be coming out of this past cycle where there was some deception happening there. Like I said, you could have had this potential idea that you wanted to materialize that you feel like just got, robbed from your mind, or, stolen away from you in some way. Somebody that maybe you thought you trusted or that you wanted to work with just wasn't in it for the right reasons, and you are letting go of that. And it's important that you step into this new cycle with forgiveness here. Like I said, the Page of Cups is here, so it's important to offer forgiveness for whatever has deceived you in the past and left you feeling shortchanged in some way, because that's the past, and like that, that needed to happen in order for you to learn a lesson, which I feel like once you come to the point of wanting to forgive, that's when you've really moved on, and that's where you're headed. Going on the Death. Two of Wands, clarifying the Death. So I feel like there's definitely this switch of paths. You were walking down this one path. It didn't really grow like you thought it would, maybe with this idea, but this was all part of the beginning of your transformation, and a new path has emerged now, and you now see that, and you're making that choice to step into the future and let go of whatever doesn't need to be coming with you. Let's get one on the on the Devil. Get the Seven of Wands, clarifying the Devil. So I feel like there's definitely this new idea, this new you, this new energy you've got towards whatever really feeds your soul. Like I said, whatever this is that's artistic, you are definitely going to be guarding it and keeping it more sacred. Not really, I would say it's probably a good idea not to really share all of your endeavors or ideas to just anyone up front. I feel like you're going to be like guarding it, defending it, and making sure that it's protected this time, whatever this is, until you can find the right people that you can trust. You're going to kind of just be like, solo working on this maybe, or to a certain extent at least. And I think that's a good strategy given what may have happened in the past, but that had to happen so you could learn that lesson, right? Now you're way more guarded, but not guarded to a point that's like detrimental to you. It's just that you're more discerning of who you allow in that inner circle, I feel like, when it comes to, your true soul's joy, whatever path that is. Going on the Ten of Cups. We've got the Ace of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Cups. So yeah, I feel like there is, again, this message of a new creative path that has opened up for you, that you have accepted, and you're taking it on, and you're embracing it full force. And it's going to be a new beginning for where everything starts to grow from, brand new. You've gotten rid of what doesn't work. You've gotten rid of whatever hang-ups that you have within yourself, I feel like. And you're down to, the very beginning where all potential is there and growth will be blooming for you. I feel like this is a very creative energy coming in. And it's going to be the foundation of what your whole trajectory as far as like, building your vision becomes. Let's get one on the star. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So we've got 3 sevens here. It's interesting to note. And the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. So I feel like you are coming out of this state of evaluation. You may have, during this transformation, gone through a period of just kind of like, taking a step back and observing everything from an objective perspective here, kind of evaluating what's worth putting your energy and investing your time into and what's not. And that was part of your transforming, and that was a really healing thing for you to do. And you may still be in this energy right now, and just know that it is what is healing those wounds. It's by having this new perspective, or trying to gain as much of an objective perspective as possible, that's allowing you to really see things from a different viewpoint altogether, which is good. And it's going to allow you to know where to put your time, where to invest it. And also it can give you a sense of how to master the balance with your emotions. So if you don't feel emotionally stable, don't move forward. Sit back and just, give it time. Don't rush. Get one on the Ten of Pentacles. With the Four of Wands, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles. So I feel like ultimately within the home and whatever your situation is with your family is going to turn out good. You're going to be making some, not sacrifices, but just, adjusting your time schedule to focus more on what your project is or whatever it is that you're doing in order to ultimately benefit the family. And I think it's going to be recognized, and there's going to be a celebration perhaps. There's going to be a wedding maybe even as a result. Let me get these cards that dropped. Okay, so we've got the Magician, the Death again, the Ace of Cups, the Moon, and the Knight of Swords. And those are the cards that dropped. So let's go ahead and clarify the Page of Cups for you. What is the Page of Cups here for? Okay, so we have the Hierophant clarifying the Page of Cups. So I feel like this is an energy of you're definitely getting to a place, once you can get to a place of forgiveness, wherever that needs to occur, it's going to kind of like level you up, right? Because that's what this whole new cycle is about. It's like the version 2.0 of you. And the Hierophant is another very spiritual card, and it talks about being the teacher and the student. So like I was saying with this world energy, you're going to be leaving behind the things that no longer serve you for other people to maybe learn from and have and gain wisdom about. And you're going to be stepping into this new cycle with all the tools that you have gained to use in this new cycle. And the Hierophant says, always be equal give, equal take. Give out what you put in, or put in what you take. Give back what you've gotten in a way. So it's like, teach others the things that you have learned. That's what I'm trying to say. But it's definitely part of your transformation with this 5 energy with the Hierophant, and it's definitely a higher order of spiritual awakening happening for you. So when you get to this point of forgiveness and really being able to accept that or give that, you have leveled up, and it's going to be time for you to be the teacher as well, since you've been the student mainly in this past cycle, I feel like. Let's get one on the Ten of Swords. We've got the Four of Cups clarifying the Ten of Swords. So I feel like with your ability to sit with this pain and not run away from it, accept it and integrate it, you are seeing things in a new way, and you are ready for whatever opportunity comes your way when it comes to love, because you can recognize love for what it is now. Or you see that when something is offered, whether it's genuine or not, whether it's being offered with pure intentions or not, and you'll know what you need to pass up and what is a good, genuine deal moving forward, and you're ready to accept whatever's loving and take it in. So the ones that dropped here with the Magician, the Death, we've got the Death twice, so it's definitely transformative energy, and this cycle could be a continuation of that transformation in some way. I mean, we're always changing, but this is kind of like a big one for you. And it's going to give you the ability to see that you've got all the elements that you need to actually start manifesting what it is that you want to happen by taking action and using these elements, and really learning how that process works. With the Magician card, the Ace of Cups, a new beginning with love, a new beginning with your cup actually filled with love, able to offer it, able to recognize it and receive it, like I was saying. With the moon, that's your card of Cancer. Also, some people say Pisces, but with the moon, I feel like you are able to work with your fear and use it to your advantage now, and whatever's hidden, you're kind of like ready for. You just kind of go with the flow more easily now. And with the Knight of Swords, I feel like this is a warrior energy. This is somebody who is determined to stand in the truth and uncover the truth and fight for the truth here with this warrior type energy. It's a good mental clarity. It's a being compelled to find the clearest mental route possible, if that makes sense to you. The signs that I'm seeing here also are Taurus, let's see, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, we've got Capricorn, we've got Virgo, and we've got Pisces, like I was saying. We've got all the water signs, really. And then we've got Gemini also. So it may mean something you may not, but that's what I'm seeing. So let's get some advice for you on the reading. Oh, I wanted to clarify that Five of Cups as well. Let's go ahead and clarify that one really quick. What is the Five of Cups here? What do we have to watch out for? It's going to be an emotional test, I think, for you. Okay, so we've got the Fool. So yeah, persevere, and whenever you come up with a hiccup along the way, just remember that this is a brand new beginning. You're not going to know how to do it all the time, and that's okay. That's part of it, right? With this Fool energy, you're stepping into unknown territory, but you're doing it with a light heart, and you're doing it with an open mind and curiosity. And so just remember that whenever you stumble, don't let your emotions get the best of you. Instead, just sit with them, recognize them, but don't get stuck in a downward spiral, and just know that you just need to broaden your horizon to find the resources that you're going to need to push forward. And with the Fool, we also have Aries energy as well. Okay, what is the advice for Cancer? Moving forward for Cancer. Okay, we've got the Hanged Man. We've got the Six of Swords and the Tower. Okay, one more. And the Magician. All right. So, yeah, so it's like wherever you need to sit and take a breath and, observe and take a step back. I think that's some kind of tool that you've gained in this past cycle, something that you've learned along the way. Because the Tower moment could be imminent as well in the future, but this time it's going to be yielding you the elements that you need to emerge as the Magician. And with this energy coming here twice, I feel like it's going to be really potent, and so you should embrace whatever breaks down or whatever just comes as a shocking disruption, and take it for what it is, but know that it's leveling you up and giving you kind of like opening up your crown chakra in order to allow you to know what to do with these elements, because everything that you need is going to be right there before you once things fall away. I feel like with the Six of Swords, you could be doing some adventuring, traveling around. Maybe you're near some water. Maybe you're going to go closer to water or something like this. But if you feel like you want to change location, maybe think about going somewhere closer to water to get that mental clarity that you may be seeking or maybe needing. So just remember that. And it might be a much calmer energy waiting for you on the other shore. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget thumbs up down below and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you. Bye.
Mine was as cavern creased beside the road.